Hello. So this is a quick guide for you on how to find your sidereal placements because it's all very well me banging on about sidereal astrology, and you'll likely know yourself as a particular sun sign, and then you're aware that this other form of astrology, sidereal astrology, if you're new to it, you're the sign before. And then what about your Mercury? What about your Mars? What about all of your other planets? So you might be familiar with this idea or zodiac already. Even so, this is a great tool, astro.com. I also like cafeastrology.com. And if you're new to it, well, here's how you can check your sidereal chart. So you want to go to astro.com and then charts and calculations. Then you go down to extended chart selection. You're going to add a new person. Just going to put in any date here. And okay. Okay, so you found, put your details in. Then this is where you want to change it. So the tropical zodiac is what you'll likely know your star sign or your sun sign to be. So someone born on the 14th of January will know themselves as a Capricorn. In the sidereal zodiac, actually should be coming up to the cusp there, so we'll see exactly what it is. It shifts a few degrees. There's no exact line in the zodiac that takes you from Pisces to Aries. The constellations are all different sizes. So personally, I take into consideration the cusps of each sign, which I'll show you when we look at the chart. But you can use the Lahari system is good. And I've recently changed. They actually didn't have the one Canatis, which is the one I was using before. They don't have that on here. But I'm currently using this one, which I cannot pronounce. Um, so you want the sidereal zodiac. Here, if you want to start then looking at transits or synastry charts, that would be with someone else. Transits here, and then you'd be able to change that there. So this is what we've got, and then we just check all of it. We're going to show the chart. Okay. So here then you'll have your birth chart if you were born on the 14th of January. And let's just check here that I've done this right. So the sun, yeah. So she is 1 degree Capricorn. So I probably didn't choose the best date to do this. So she stayed the same sign. If we were using the sidereal zodiac, I mean the tropical zodiac, the Capricorn energy comes in on the 21st of December, right? So we'd be actually coming up to the beginning of Aquarius, which would start around the 21st of January. So if we were using the tropical zodiac, she'd be a 27 or something degree Capricorn. And actually, no, this is a good example because it also shows how some people do stay the same sign regardless of the planet. So what you're looking at here, if you're new to it, you've got the signs, you've got the planets, and in a nutshell, the planets are just moving around 22 or 23 degrees back. And so it's more astronomically accurate of where the planets are in the constellations in 2025. And if you're taking this person, Sandra, for example, who was born on the 14th of January in the tropical zodiac, say it was, 20, I think it would be around, yeah, 29 or 28 degrees Capricorn. Oh, you move it 23 degrees back. My maths has gone there. Yeah, 27 degrees or whatever it is in the 20s. She's moved it back 23 degrees and she's come to 1 degree Capricorn. So she's an early Capricorn in the sidereal zodiac. So you might find this person actually really resonates with being a Capricorn. You say to them, "Oh, you're a Sagittarius," because, "Oh, I've always felt like a Capricorn." Yeah, well, because she is. And so you might also find that she really resonates with more of the Sagittarius energy. Why? And this is what I was saying before, cusps. So personally, I would take someone with a 1 degree Capricorn, really a blend of these two energies. So it's right on the cusp between Sagittarius and Capricorn. And I do that with all of the planets. At one point, especially in readings, you do have to choose which side, you're on or which one you feel more like, just in terms of really embodying the planet. I feel that when the sun really has moved, even if it's 1 degree there, yes, you can take the merging, you can take the blend. I'd be open to that, especially with other systems, ideal systems, that could very easily be a 28-degree Sagittarius. And so, again, choosing which sidereal system you use and just take it for what it is, and then just read it for what it is. I've recently changed, like I said, and it actually did change some of the placements. It went back a few degrees. Um, or no, I actually took it forward a few degrees. And that was because I saw where Mars was in Leo at the time. Again, the constellations are different sizes, so it's never really going to be exact. Virgo is huge, Pisces is a huge constellation, and Scorpio is very small, so is Aries. And so these 30-degree, very symmetrical pie sliced sections in the sky are essentially are not, it's not accurate. So you just got to choose a system and then take it for what it is. So I would read this as a 1 degree Capricorn. So this would be a sun in Capricorn. And then we can see here with her other placements. So this is where you'd be finding out your Venus, Mercury, Neptune, Uranus, Saturn, Mars, Pluto, Jupiter, the Moon. If you're new to these symbols, it's a good way to practice. And voila, here you go. You've got your sidereal birth chart, and then you can just see where your sidereal placements are. So she is a Capricorn sun and Aquarius moon. And you can see here in the tropical zodiac, would move that 23 degrees forward. And so she would know herself as a Pisces moon. And ascendant here is 14 degrees Libra. She would know herself as a Scorpio ascendant. Interestingly, this is a good example of someone who might really feel or have that aura of being a Scorpio ascendant. Why? Because she's got Pluto right on her ascendant conjunct here. So Pluto is the modern day ruler of Scorpio, and an ascendant being the energy we give off, the meet and greet personality, that Plutarian, that powerful energy, potentially quite intense, but you're going to notice someone with a Pluto, with Pluto on the ascendant when they enter a room, regardless of what sign it's in. So we can see here you might share with this person that um, you know, that she's a Libra rising, and she might, say, "Well, I've always felt that Scorpio rising energy," and you can see here that you'd relate that to Pluto. So there's lots of different ways how you can reorganize or really see, even though someone really does feel like their tropical chart, it will show up in this sidereal chart in other ways. And also, it's just looking at the same flowers, same glass, whatever it is, from a different perspective. So I don't believe there's really any right or wrong as long as we're not mixing up the two systems. essentially you're just viewing it from a different angle. I have definitely got lots of examples where I personally feel that the sidereal is more accurate. However, I've also had lots of breakthroughs and find the tropical a really useful and interesting lens to explore. So I hope this was helpful, and now you can go and check out your sidereal placements.